That girl, that girl. Where do you come from? Where do you go? What is your scene, baby? We just gotta know. That girl, that girl, that girl, that girl. Are you a chick who fell in from outer space? Or are you real with a tender, warm embrace? Yeah, whose baby are you? That girl, that girl, that girl, that girl. Where do you come from?
I guess the next project that we're going to be working on will be a Batgirl costume. And believe it or not, we've already got quite a bit of it together. We have repurposed an older costume and we are going to turn it into a Batgirl costume. I'll show you what I mean. One thing we got for this costume right here is this stuff called EL panel. And what EL panel is that if you add electricity to this will actually glow. And we're going to use this for our Batman utility belt, or Batgirl utility belt. And also we have another piece we're going to use to make the bat symbol. Turn around real quick. So anyway, we're going to use this right here for our Batgirl utility belt, Batwoman utility belt. And we're also going to use this. My mother, who knows how to sew and sews pretty good, she put these together for us. These are going to be the little pockets we're going to use in our Batwoman, Batgirl utility belt. Anyway, she made these for us, and we're going to attach these to our electroluminescent panel, which is the strip that I showed you a minute ago. And that's going to make for a utility belt. One other thing we're going to do is we're going to make a.
Daddy, I can still see you.
Okay. We're also going to make a Batman symbol for the center, so that way it'll kind of go together looking something like this, and then we'll add a Batman symbol to the center. So I'll get a Batman symbol drawn out, we'll cut it with a Dremel tool, and it should look pretty cool when we're done. We are lucky. My mother, she loves sewing, a little hobby of hers, whatever, and she made us a Batgirl cape. We did a purple satin and a black satin, and then put snaps on it to snap it to the actual costume. But this. Okay, what we're gonna do is try to cut the Batman symbol out using a Dremel tool. This is just a Dremel. You can get these at Lowe's, wherever. It's got a birch bit in it, but it's one of the bits used for cutting thin material like Luan or plastic.
Hey, did you say a bad word?
No. Anyway, we're gonna use this right here to cut the plastic.
I thought you said the B word.
No, I didn't. All right, watch me cut this. Another thing that you'll need when you're making this costume is this Batman utility belt. Like I said, it'll glow, and what's going to make it glow is this right here. It's a 12-volt DC power supply. I'm not so sure it doesn't convert the power to AC, but anyway, we need power to power it. And so what I've made is this is pretty simple to do. If you got a soldering iron and a solder and some solder, but what I did, I got some big batteries from Walmart. They look like oversized watch batteries, and I soldered them together. You can see how I did that. And if you check the voltage, they're 3-volt batteries is what they are. And what I've done to them is soldered them together to give me 3, 6, 9, 12 volts total, which is what that power supply needs. And I'll show you what it looks like with the power on. That one on that side. This one on this side. And like I said, I think we'll probably end up shoving the batteries in the pocket. So anyway, there is our basic Batman utility belt with battery pack that we'll probably shove in these pockets here. And I think that'll be pretty sweet, pretty cool. Okay, and another thing we are building for this thing is a Batman logo for the chest, all right? I found this on eBay. It didn't exactly look like this when I got it. It was just a black rubber. I put EL wire in it, and the EL wire in it will make it glow. Looks pretty cool when it glows. What I did when I got the EL wire, I cut it to fit the shape of this, and the way I did that, I laid this rubber thing on a photocopier, and it made the exact right size copy for me to use as a stencil to cut this right here out. And this is what I made, and then this right here would lay in here just like that. And unfortunately, when I was cutting this right here, I ripped it enough right here that the light won't light up. Stop bouncing the ball on it. Okay. I cut it enough right here that this right here wouldn't make voltage through the whole thing, and it wouldn't light up with this little piece right here, so I messed it up. I ordered another one, but the next one says it won't be here until November 25th because it's coming from China. And I had just enough scrap left that I was able to piece something together, and actually have a seam up here that I didn't have quite enough, and I have a seam right here that I overlapped a little bit. But I think it'll be all right. Actually, when it lights up, it looks pretty cool. And because I did it in two pieces, I have two connections on it. I have one here and one here, and then I have them together. And once they're together, they go to one connector, and then this connector will go to the utility belt and power the utility belt and the bat symbol. So it should look pretty cool when it lights up. Anyway, I'll show you how it looks in just a second. And this was actually a repurposed costume. This was a Catgirl costume from last year. And what we've done to it was we took the gloves that came with the Catgirl costume, and we have actually sewn them to the costume so they would stay up. Also, we added the Batman logo here. I've got that held on kind of neat. I'll show you. On the costume, you'll see there are 4 snaps. And the 4 snaps are to hold the Batman logo on, and the reason we had to do it that way is because there's obviously a zipper here in the front that has to be used to get in and out of the costume, and so the Batman logo has to go on after the fact. On the back of the Batman symbol, you can see I also have 4 snaps, and then we have the EL panel from the front side going into, and then I used, it's called liquid electric tape, and I use that to cover up all the electrical connectors. And then this will go on like that and snap into place. I also poked a hole in the costume right here, and that is to run a wire from there down to where the utility belt is going to be at, and we're going to raw power off the utility belt to power the bat symbol. What you're seeing here is EL panel or EL wire going down, held on with super glue. Not just any kind of super glue, but this stuff. Loctite, vinyl, fabric, and plastic. And I use that to hold this to the costume. And what I ended up doing was taking a piece of EL panel or EL wire and starting in the armpit and going down, back up through the crotch, back down that leg, back up there, and then it'll end right about here. To power the lights that go down the pants leg, we're going to use a power supply that actually comes with the EL panel, and that's what's going down here. The excess I just zip tied to the back. I put snaps on the back of the costume here, here, and here to hold the cape on. And that'll be what holds the cape in place. As far as shoes, she said she was just going to use a pair of black UGG boots and roll with that. So we'll see how that works. Tell me about the costume.
Awesome.
Favorite part?
The lights are pretty cool. The mask is awesome.
And do you know anything about the mask? The mask is a mask that we ordered off the website Etsy. And it costs a little bit of money, but it is a real...
Having a dance party.
But the mask we ordered off of Etsy, but it is a straight up real Batman mask that will be perfect for this Batgirl costume instead of being one with like an elastic band on the back. This right here is the Batman symbol, obviously. This right here is the battery pocket. This right here is the transformer pocket. That's the Batman symbol we made. There's still a wire dangling here, but we're gonna take that wire and we'll hide it inside the costume. The puppies have shown up again. This right here is another pocket on the back. This pocket right here we can use for several things. Right now we've got additional batteries in it, and also we can use it for tucking this. I just left this tucked behind because I thought it might illuminate the purple in the cape a little bit. We got on these UGG boots that look pretty good with the costume. And I'd say that's pretty much it. Hair looks good. Crazy grin on your face.
I'm the Joker.
Again. Do it again.